Welcome to subramani.com. Expenses at retirement. You saw the heading and you're wondering what I'm going to talk about. Most of us cannot estimate how much will be the expenses that we will incur during our retirement, right? And our retirement would be broken up into 3-4 phases. Now what happens is, when you're a young person, you say, oh, retired person. Now a retired person could be retired at 60 or retired at 92, right? The expenses are different, the way they look at life is different, their ability to handle complexity and to handle technology and handle money is different. Whether they're staying in the family and being looked after by the family, or are they staying in a senior citizen home with outside help, everything can decide how much you are going to spend and where your investment should be, right? So at each stage it should be different. So what are the expenses which you will incur? Now this is a very funny thing, but unless you bought a house when very close to retirement, that is, you bought a house at 60, then maybe the same house you can live even beyond your age of 90, and I'm not even recommending that. But there is a very good chance that all of us will buy at least one house during our in our post-retirement life. Why? Simply because we're going to live too long. You're going to live from the age of 60, I'm assuming you're retiring at 60, till your age of 95 or 100 when you die. And it is going to be split into 3-4 parts, and I'm not saying that each part is going to be equal, but just for convenience I've split it into 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, or 80 to end of life, or however you look at it. So 60 to 70, your expenses are very different. You want to travel, you want to see the world, depending on your budget, you want to go on and see the beaches of India, or you want to visit the temples of India, or you want to visit the temples of the world, you want to visit the beaches of the world, you want to visit the mountains of the world, you want to see churches, museums, stadiums, so you want to travel to Europe, whatever. So depending on the availability of money, availability of friends who are willing to travel with you, your choice of destination will change, and according to the choice of destination will the amount of money that you need change. That is from 60 to 70. Let us assume for a minute 70 to 85 or 70 to 82, you go and live in a senior citizen home. What happens at 70 is, you feel you don't want to cook every day, you don't want to manage the house. Cooking is just a word which I am using. When I am saying cooking, I mean managing the kitchen, which means deciding what to buy, how much to buy. Oh, I just bought this yesterday. Going to the vendor, paying the money, and making sure that you get back the correct change. That whole headache of looking after a house is what I am summing up as cooking. Cooking itself is perhaps pleasurable and you can do it, but the paraphernalia is something which you may not want to do. Paying the utility bills and all that on a day-to-day basis, all that is pretty painful, so you may choose to go and live in a senior citizen home. Absolutely no doubt where I am going to live. I am going to live in a senior citizen home. I may have even chosen the location, but since it is at least another 15 years away, I am not in a hurry to announce it. But yes, I will live in a senior citizen home. The atmosphere is great. So the expenses there are obviously more, and people then compare it to, oh, I spend only 6,000 rupees if I eat at home, and there they're asking me for 30,000 rupees. It's fairly obvious you're going to be paying, you're not paying rent, right? Because it's your own house. But if you go and stay in a hotel, the total cost that you pay, or a senior citizen home, the total cost that you pay includes the room that you stay, the security that is provided, the doctor services which is provided, all that put together, 30 to 50,000 per head at that age of 70 is not too high, because you also have to consider that if you give your house on rent, maybe you will get 70,000-80,000 rupees rent in that house, right? So you have to consider all that cost. So yes, there will be a cost, and the costs are not going to get lower, they are only going to get higher. But however, those costs happen from the age of 70 till the age of 82 or 83, whenever you decide that now I will move from a senior citizen home to geriatric care, and geriatric care is bloody expensive. Excuse me for the use of that word, but yes, geriatric care is very expensive. as of today, if you pay anything less than 1 lakh per head per month, including food, you've got a damn good deal, right? It's expensive. You don't get enough of geriatric care in this country, so at that stage it will be more expensive. So how much will be the cost and all that is very difficult. Don't break your head about it. Take very broad numbers. I mean, a number like 30,000 per head per month is a good figure to start off with when you live in a senior citizen home. Total cost, all of it put together. If you're not paying, if you own the place, obviously the amount that you spend goes down, but you're going to eat out and all that. So all that put together could be 15,000 rupees or 18,000 rupees per head per month. So estimate those costs. It's difficult. I'm not even getting into estimating geriatric stage costs, because it could be the number of diapers, the number of doctors you use, whether you get admitted to hospital, all that is going to decide. But yes, start making that, start doing that working, especially if you're in your 40s or 50s, because just start working on it, see how much you will require for retirement, and don't fool yourself into believing that some expenses will disappear. Nothing will disappear, right? So your expenses only keep increasing. So if your expenses keep increasing, your returns have to increase. Also, there is a risk that at the age of 70 or 72 or 75, you decide that I don't want to get into mutual fund investments, etc., because it's too painful, too complicated. Let me put every rupee that I have in a bank deposit or in an annuity, because then there is no complication. I don't have to worry about it, right? So all those decisions have to be taken at a younger age and fulfilled at a older age. But you have to start thinking in those lines. Start thinking in terms of who is going to handle it for me. Is there a son, daughter, cousin, nephew, niece, friend's daughter, anybody who is going to handle it, right? Get all that in place. Start planning on those things. Then we will worry about how much will be the expenses. Yes, the expenses will be much more than staying at home, but when you live at home, you don't consider the cost of 3 servants, etc., etc. When you consider all that, maybe it is not so expensive to live in a senior citizen home. So start doing your shopping.